Girisha.
Yes, sir.
Please introduce yourself to the board.
Sir, my name is Girisha Chaudhary. I've done my graduation in Computer Science Engineering from JP University of Information Technology. I belong to Karnal district in Haryana. I have also worked in private sector in EY for a brief period, and currently I have been selected as Naib Tehsildar in Haryana government.
Okay. This Naib Tehsildar, is it through Haryana Civil Service?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is your job profile? At the moment you are under training actually.
Yes, sir, it has just begun the training. I have
just
not joined.
2 days back you have joined.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you know, then you answer. What is your job profile
Sir,
as a Naib Tehsildar?
So basically, I don't know much, but with my limited knowledge, that I understand is that Naib Tehsildars are responsible for registries of properties, and also they have some executive magisterial powers, wherein they have to decide certain disputes related to land, to whom the land belongs whenever there is such kind of dispute.
And land records, any duty?
Yes, sir. Land records, maintenance. So basically, they are at the helm of the entire land affairs in the state, Tehsildars.
So the land records in Haryana have been digitized?
Sir, the process is ongoing, but complete digitization has not been achieved as of now.
Okay. Both your father and mother work for PNB.
Yes, sir.
What was wrong with PNB a couple of years back?
Sir, that Nirav Modi scam had taken place of around 11.5 thousand crores, wherein some LOUs were signed, letter of undertakings were signed fraudulently, and the credit was taken by Nirav Modi from foreign banks, wherein the guarantee was provided by Punjab National Bank through letter of undertaking, LOUs, that was signed by a corrupt employee. The permission was given. So basically, until that time, the linkage was not there with the SWIFT system. So there was there was a missed oversight by RBI as well. So that is where the issue erupted.
It was basically a failure of supervision.
Sir, yes, we can say that.
And a loophole in the system as well.
Yes, sir, we can say that.
Which was exploited.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your subject is sociology.
Yes, sir.
What is happening to the institution of joint family in India?
Sir, if I have to summarize in one sentence, then I would say that there is a cycle of nuclearization and jointization, if we can say that. So first of all, we have a nuclear family, then the family expands, then it becomes a joint family. Then we have seen these trends of occupational mobility. There are dual working couples who migrate to different areas, so that joint family then breaks into a nuclear family. But then when they have their own children, so the grandparents migrate back, so that leads to reintegration of joint family. So sir, if we see the trend we cannot say is a definite, but one trend that we can say for sure is the functional jointness of families maintained. Even if the households are not joint, especially in India, functionally the families are joint, say through WhatsApp groups or through different functions or ceremonies that take place. So the entire family comes together.
Emotionally also they are together?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Okay. But in a nuclear family, who are the worst sufferers?
Nuclear family, sir, I think children are the worst sufferers.
Yes. They have to depend on ayahs and nannies.
Yes, sir. Improper socialization and exploitation.
Okay. Your second preference is Indian Police Service.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me 3 positive developments? in the new 3 criminal laws?
Sir, criminal laws. Sir, one is that in BNS that has come, sir, the suicide has been decriminalized. Basically, if someone commits suicide, they have introduced the community service for that. And sir, in case of defamation also, we have this community service thing, which is a good step. And sir, also there is a provision of whatever proceedings are taking place in investigation, the victim are to be informed or regularly of all the investigations that are taking place. And sir, in forensics also, government has put focus through BNS, where the forensics have been made mandatory in all the districts, and which will be introduced in due course of time, the infrastructure.
Okay. The Prime Minister addressing a IG's conference,
yes, sir,
said that policemen should use data,
yes,
and not danda.
Yes, sir.
So what do you mean by that?
Sir, basically, if we see where do they use danda, danda is being used to forcefully maybe force the accused to testify to his crime. So if we use data, that will be more scientific and evidence-based mechanism, and a more non-violent kind of mechanism. So sir, here data can refer to forensics as well, that I mentioned earlier.
Okay. And your hobby is soulful singing.
Yes, sir.
What is soulful singing?
Sir, soulful singing for me is slow and smooth kind of a music that basically calms down my soul. So whenever I feel a little anxious or overwhelmed, I try to sing some slow kind of songs without lot of beats or anything. So.
Okay. And your street play and Nukkad Nataks, do they have a social theme or something?
Yes, sir, definitely. Most of the times they have social issues only as their center point. So we took up different social issues, and on that theme we used to perform street plays. Street plays mostly social issues. Stage play can be for entertainment purpose.
Yes.
Okay, Girisha,
Yes,
you
sir.
have done well. You came in Haryana Civil Service exam,
Yes,
which you wrote in 22.
Yes, sir, 23.
23.
Yes, sir.
Okay, how many tehsils are in Haryana?
Sir, Haryana has 93 tehsils.
And how many districts?
Sir, 22 districts.
Okay, so each district does not have necessarily 2. Some have 3 or 4, right?
Sir, necessary?
I mean, each district have more than 2. I mean,
Yeah,
some may have 2, some
yes,
may have
sir.
3.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in English, what would you describe tehsil as? Block or a circle or a revenue unit?
Sir, yes, I think revenue unit we can say, because tehsil is in English also
Historical
we use
legacy.
tehsil separately.
Yes.
Block is separate, tehsil is separate.
But someone who doesn't used to Indian system,
Yes, sir.
foreigner, how would you describe?
Sir, I would say that it's basically for revenue purpose only. So,
Okay.
since time immemorial we have been using tehsildars, zamindars, so basically related to land and as a revenue
Right.
unit.
And in how many years you will become tehsil?
Sir, basically you are eligible for after 3 years, but on ground level promotion takes a lot of time.
Okay, so that is 5 years, 3 to 5 roughly.
Sir, it may take even longer.
But you will join the IAS mainstream or no?
Sir, yes, if I clear.
By promotion?
Sir, IAS, yes, at later stage. Promotion does take place, but we cannot be very sure because
Okay.
of a lot of people who aspire,
Yeah.
but seats are less.
But I guess eventually after a few years you will join Haryana Civil Service mainstream
Yes,
by
sir.
promotion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Executive branch.
Thereafter. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I want to ask you. You are aware of Russia-Ukraine war.
Yes, sir.
Which side is to be blamed?
Sir, I think primarily the atrocity or the start of the war was done by Russia.
Right.
But I think I would want to blame Russia mainly, because sir, Ukraine had given their nuclear sovereignty because of the protection guaranteed by Russia, and they backtracked to some extent. So, and they also to some extent hindered the sovereignty, because Ukraine is a sovereign nation and they are independent and free to take their own decisions. So
right. So since you think Russia is the one which can be said to be responsible for starting the war,
yes sir,
the NATO, European Union, USA and Ukraine, when they want to kind of stand up to the Russian aggression,
yes,
are they
sir,
fully justified, or is there some doubt about their action?
Sir, yes, there have been this narrative that USA is doing a proxy war with Russia through Ukraine. So sir, I think the best solution would always be cessation of violence, as our Prime Minister has also said that this is not the era for war. War is not in the interest of anybody. So sir, to some extent, if they are adding fuel to the fire, then I would think that yes, they are also to be blamed.
Yeah, but Russia is not listening to all this wisdom.
Yes,
that
sir,
war is not in interest of him. Russia wants to achieve its target and objective.
Yes, yes sir.
So how to confront or how to put Russia back in its original position?
Sir, if we see ideally, then Russia shouldn't do all these atrocities and Russia should backtrack. But if we see practically Russia is not agreeing to this, then sir, if we see a practical solution, I feel that a trade-off is the only solution.
How?
Sir, since Russia is demanding that Ukraine shouldn't join NATO, so I think some sort of compromise on the level of Russia and some sort of compromise on the level of Ukraine can be the possible solution.
Mr. Putin has given an interview to the American journalist. Did
Yes,
you
sir,
see that in the media? Because he says he can go for peace if 20% of the Ukraine territory is left with Russia.
Sir, that is not, I think, justified. It's
Okay, all right, good. Now, coming on China, we have a trade surplus. Chinese have a trade surplus,
Yes,
100 billion or more.
Yes, sir.
We are very happy buying and consuming Chinese products, but they are not concerned about this. I mean, 100 billion going to them doesn't affect them. They have not been very friendly.
Yes, sir.
They have denied us UN Security Council membership. They are
Yes, sir,
opposing Galwan and then Arunachal Pradesh, part of Tibet.
Yes,
Should we treat China as a friend or an enemy?
Sir, China has done nothing what a friend does for India. So
good,
I think
yeah,
naturally China is our enemy.
Yes.
But we are also bound by this dependence upon China. So I think the best solution is for us is Atmanirbhar Bharat only.
And to become more strong.
Yes, sir.
Is there any international diplomacy which India is doing now in Asia Pacific in particular?
Yes, sir. We have a lot of programs going on. Sir, we have Sagar, Security and Growth for All in the region. We have Project Mosam. Then, sir, we have Information Fusion Center for Indo-Pacific region. We are also a part of Indian Ocean Rim Association and many such associations.
Also Quad.
Quad, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, very important.
Good. Thank you very much. Well
Thank you,
done.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Girisha, you have written that you got a prize in public outreach as a public outreach head.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by this, public outreach?
Sir, basically that was my position in Road Track Club. So I was responsible for like marketing and bringing more people, bringing some sort of donation and advertising our club amongst the people.
About the activities,
highlighting the, yes sir.
What you have done or what you are capable of,
Yes,
what
sir.
is available with you,
Yes,
that
sir.
kind of a thing, the quality thereof, etc.
Yes, sir, to mobilize more people.
In
to
this
join us.
background, the
Yes, sir.
experience which you have,
Yes, sir.
how do you say that good economics doesn't always result in good politics? Why? Do you agree with this? Or
Good
if you agree, then why?
Sir,
First of all, you have to think of what is good economics.
good economics.
What is good economics? Like a good product. What is a good product? So
Yes.
something like that, you have a good economics, but doesn't result in good political results when winning the elections. Why?
Sir, is it in a context of a democracy?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Sir, If we talk about India, sir, we have a pretty good economy going on, but then we see a lot of radicalization and polarization taking place on parochial identities. So, sir, that shows that good economics has not completely resulted in good politics, sir, primarily because I think some sort of lack of literacy on the level of people or lack of understanding on the level of people. So, sir, if unemployment is there, that is very much highlighted, but when employment is there, people are getting employment and good economic growth is taking place, that is taken as default. So, even in this year's economic review, it was given that we are not able to see the areas which could have gone wrong, but when they go wrong, then they are getting highlighted. So, maybe that is the reason.
What role the media plays in this?
Sir, media has a role to play in the sense of mobilizing the people or making them aware of how good or bad the economics is.
Coming to the main point, that it is now it is in public domain, much discussed about that in 2004, the ruling government lost the election because there was a communication gap between the good economics, that is the same condition, I mean and the communication to the ground level.
Yes, sir.
Do you agree with that?
Sir, yes, I feel that is the reason.
Now, in the context which you were asked by one of my colleagues, you see, where from the enforcement directorate, because PNB has been quite in news,
yes, sir,
because of this, where from the enforcement directorate draws its authority?
Sir, enforcement directorate is under the government of India, but sir, I'm not aware of the exact act.
It draws authority from Prevention of Money Laundering Act.
Oh, yes, sir, yeah.
So it draws this
prevention of.
Why is it called draconian?
Draconian, ED?
No, draconian act.
Act is draconian. Sir, because of the provisions which I will have to read about.
Okay, yes. Now, some of the staff of PNB were also booked under Prevention of Money Laundering, in the Prevention of Corruption Act.
Yes, sir.
Prevention of Corruption Act. So, were they involved in money laundering?
Sir, was it in the context of
yes.
Nirav Modi?
Yes.
Sir, it might be possible they have been involved in, because they would have also taken certain favors by giving certain unethical favors to the party.
Okay. Now, tell me, how can bank help in contributing to the enhancement of GDP?
Bank, sir, banks have, if we see two major roles of banks, they are taking deposits and giving credits. So, sir, credit forms the backbone of economy. So, when banks provide credit, it creates a multiplier effect, and that eventually leads to the growth of economy. And also, when the economy grows, then investments also crowd in. So, that creates a virtuous cycle. So, I think credit is at the foundation. Credit provided by banks and financial inclusion.
What happens when a person runs away with the money of 13,000 crores?
Sir, that has been a very unfortunate incident, but I believe
due diligence by the bank has to be there, along
yes,
with
sir.
the fact that they facilitate the credit
yes,
to the.
So prudential credit, we can say.
What role RBI plays so far as fiscal deficit is concerned?
Sir, fiscal deficit is, sir, there was this committee, FRBM committee, Financial Review Management. So they actually were responsible for providing recommendations to the government.
Adhere to the certain percentage.
Yes, sir.
That should not exceed that percentage.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Apart from that.
But sir, RBI I think is involved in mainly inflation control. Fiscal deficit, direct role of RBI, I am not able to find a connection.
Okay. Now, if there is a fiscal deficit.
Yes, sir.
At the end of the financial year.
Yes,
then is there any role of RBI in that?
Sir, RBI rule, I am not aware. This particular act has certain provisions.
That's right. That's right.
Yes,
but
sir.
Fiscal deficit, how it is covered up? By borrowings?
Yes, sir. Borrowing.
Why there is a fiscal deficit? Because there is a difference between
receipt
revenue,
and
not receipt, revenue receipt and revenue expenditure.
Yes.
How this gap is covered?
Through borrowing.
At the end, through borrowings and
this disinvestment
and printing of currency.
Printing, monetization.
Who prints the currency?
RBI.
Okay, fine,
Yes,
thank you.
So let us carry on from where my fellow panelist has left. This fiscal deficit is the role of which, RBI, or you have to be clear about it?
Sir, primarily I think government, it's in government's domain,
And
fiscal
what-
deficit.
And the inflation and what do else the RBI does?
Sir, RBI is responsible for ensuring the overall financial stability and
What is the
inflation.
term described as which policy?
Sir, Monetary Policy Committee.
Yeah, so you must say that monetary policy. So
Yes, sir.
coming to now the sociology part,
Yes,
let us say what is a Maitri Karar and how it is different from live-in relationship?
Sir,
Maitri Karar, have you heard of Maitri Karar?
no, sir. Maitri
In
Karar.
sociology or even in university civil code developed from the Uttarakhand government, Maitri Karar has been described. It is prevalent, was prevalent and is prevalent in Gujarat. And how it is different from live-in relationship, you don't know because you are not aware of Maitri Karar.
Yes, sir.
So
Live-in
could-
I understand, but if you
Okay,
could.
you read about it. We come to the next question on this. It's also a type of marriage, you can say.
Yes, sir.
Maitri Karar is also a type of marriage, and further you can read about it. Okay, and now my next question is about this. What are the two major news which were there in today's newspaper, if you have read today's newspaper?
Sir, one was about the Bharat Ratna being given, and second was about discussions going on UCC, primarily just like
No, I think
living.
there's a neighboring country, there was some major election.
Yes, sir. So
You are
a
not-
coalition government is about to be formed, leaving the PTT, Imran Khan's party aside. The other two are trying to form a coalition.
We will come to that later on. Let us see who were awarded Bharat Ratna.
Sir, Chaudhary Charan Singh has been awarded, MS Swaminathan has been awarded, and LK Advani has been awarded, Narasimha Rao has been awarded.
Yesterday, LK Advani was also awarded.
No, sir, LK Advani was not yesterday, I'm sorry. Actually, the talks were going on.
Is there any limit to Bharat Ratna given a particular year?
Sir, yes, there is a limit, but I'm not aware of the exact number. I think 12 it is, I'm not sure.
How many total Bharat Ratnas are there up till now? Any idea?
Sir, no, I will have to read about it.
When was Bharat Ratna instituted?
Sir, I do not have this.
Okay, on Bharat Ratna, my last question. This year, the Bharat Ratnas which have been awarded,
Yes, sir.
in each five have been awarded. What is the political significance of each award? All the people must be meritorious. I am not doubting about the merit for awarding.
Yes, sir.
But I am saying that you have to describe one line. Why politically it was important could be important for the government to award this Bharat Ratna.
Sir, I don't think I am competent enough to comment on that political.
I'm asking you are a sociology student, political science as a subject is there, and you'll be, when you are working in the government, every time the political issues would come.
Yes, sir.
And you might be a joint secretary dealing with the subject of the Padma Awards.
But sir, as civil servants, we have always learned to be politically neutral. So I think I am not in a position to comment on the political aspect, I think.
Okay. My questions are over.
Okay. So, Girisha, if you can wait outside,
Yes, sir.
we'll call you for feedback.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Girisha, I hope the dress will be something different,
Yes, sir. Sari would be there.
sari,
Yes, sir.
and better footwear.
Okay, sir. Sir, mainly this will be covered. Should I wear a
Okay.
belly or something? Formal belly.
Yeah, I think that will be better.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, because you will walk in, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When you will be seated, it will not show. But
Yes, sir.
as per the new arrangement, I am
Yes.
told there is a table in front of you.
Yes, sir.
Only this part is
Yes,
shown.
yes, sir.
So that is one.
Okay.
Second thing is your hand movement.
Okay.
Hand movement, see, little bit of hand movement is okay.
Okay.
And in the present arrangement, it won't even show.
Yes, sir.
But your hand movement comes to this level.
Yes, sir. Yes, I noticed that. Actually, this is my first mock interview.
Okay.
Last time also I gave interview. Then it was fine, but maybe I was a little nervous because of first. I understood. I
Yeah.
got that it was coming till here.
Yeah, it can't come up to this level.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Move your hand
Yes, sir.
below, that is okay.
Okay, sir.
And there will be three types of question mainly.
Yes, sir.
One from the DAF.
Okay.
So you have to go through your DAF and prepare each and everything that you have mentioned in your DAF.
Yes, sir.
Second thing is your subject. Subject will mean sociology as well as computer science.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that is number 2. And third will be current affairs.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And since IPS is your second preference,
Yes, sir.
you have to go through the 3 new laws very minutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because that is what you are going to administer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And your third preference is IFS.
Yes, sir.
So current affairs becomes
IR.
more important.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So are you reading any newspaper?
Yes, sir. Sir, Indian Express.
Add one economic paper if you can,
Okay, sir.
so that the budget related question or economy related question you can answer better.
Yes, sir.
And you can watch, there is a CNN IBN program by Palki Sharma Upadhyay,
Okay.
The Post.
The Post.
Yeah,
Okay.
she analyzes India's relationship with
Different countries.
other countries.
Yes, sir.
And then Shekhar Gupta, the print, Cut the Clutter. Okay,
Okay, sir.
that is also one. And there is a channel called WION, W-I-O-N.
Beyond. Yes, sir.
That also you can watch.
Okay, sir.
And finally, Sansad TV.
Sansad. Yes, sir.
That's because there may be questions on government programs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So there are 50, 60, God knows how many
Yes, sir.
programs. Every day there is a new program.
Yes, sir.
But you should have general knowledge of the program. Since you have joined as Naib Tahsildar, of course the period is very short, but even then they may ask some questions relating to the revenue administration.
Yes, sir.
And since your both parents are working in PNB,
PNB. Yes.
so PNB related question,
Yes, sir.
NPA, and things like that.
Budget, fiscal deficit. Budget, fiscal deficit.
Budget, fiscal deficit, all these things you go through.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to ask?
Sir, that fiscal deficit, RBI's role, was a little
When
confused.
it will come to printing of notes,
Basically,
RBI
just
will have
printing
to-
of the money.
Yeah.
Okay. Because control is under the
See,
government. So.
there is a monetary policy
Yes,
which
sir.
RBI manages,
Yes, sir.
and there is a fiscal policy which is the domain of the government.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So that difference you have to keep it in mind.
And
Yes.
about printing of the notes, there is a limit by the World Bank or if you cannot go beyond certain
Yes,
percentage of SDR.
Yes, sir.
Beyond that, they cannot print notes. That is
Yes,
a
sir.
limitation earlier. Only America doesn't have a limitation.
Yes, sir.
All other countries have a limitation about
Okay.
printing of notes.
Okay, sir. Sir, overall, I wanted to ask, as in my personality, does it come around as arrogant or dominating or anything of that sort?
No, not really.
Can I, do I need to work on this soft skill aspect or something like that?
I told you about the movement of your hands
Yes, sir.
and dressing up
Yes, sir.
properly.
Yes, sir. But in general, speaking is fine.
That's fine.
Okay, sir. Anything else, sir? If anyone.
That's it from our side.
Okay, sir.
All the best.
Thank you,
All
sir.
the best.